We are following breaking news in Bay St. Louis this morning. 2 police officers are dead after an officer-involved shooting just hours ago.
Yeah, we are going to go now to News 25's Janae Jordan, who is live at the scene in Bay St. Louis with more. Janae, what can you tell us?
Yes, good morning. Like you all said, 2 officers were killed this morning here at the Motel 6 in Bay St. Louis on Highway 90, and this happened around 4:30 a.m. this morning. When the officers responded to a call, they found a woman here. They encountered a woman, and she shot one police officer, killing him on the scene. She also shot another police officer. He was taken to the hospital, where he also passed away.
Live in the studio with more on this developing story.
Yes, Megan, 2 Bay St. Louis police officers were killed this morning as they were responding to a call at the Motel 6 on Highway 90. The call came in around 4:30 a.m. according to the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. The officers were shot as they were approaching a woman at the motel. One of the officers died on the scene and the other one was rushed to the hospital where he later died. NBI says the suspect is also dead after turning the gun on herself. Multiple agencies were on scene. The Hancock County Sheriff's Department had its mobile crime scene at the motel, and all of the area was taped off as investigators worked to collect evidence. Now, I spoke to a bystander on the scene, and here's what he had to say.
You see something like this, yeah, it gets to everybody in your community, and it's being so close to Christmas.
What can you tell us?
Yes, like you said, they held a press conference here at the Hancock County Government Plaza this morning. And like you said, it was a very somber spirit. Some of the police officers, came in with Chief Toby Swartz, and it was, very sad. You could tell that the chief was basically holding back tears, just trying to stay strong. But, this press conference, like he said, this was not to talk about what happened on yesterday. He said this press conference was just to thank the community. An overflowing crowd gathered to pay their respects to 34-year-old Sergeant Stephen Robin and 23-year-old Officer Brendan F. Storff, who were killed in the line of duty while responding to a call for a wellness check. With Christmas just 4 days away, the families of the fallen officers and the community are trying to find happiness in a time of darkness.
Thank you to Sergeant Robin, to Officer Estorff, and to our entire law enforcement community. Those of you who put on the uniform carry the weight of our entire state on your shoulders.
Police Chief Toby Swartz paid tribute to Sergeant Robin, who joined Bay St. Louis Police Department in 2019, but worked for Waveland Police Department and Hancock County Sheriff's Department prior to joining Bay St. Louis.
When speaking with Stephen's family, his fellow officers, and the community he touched, they'll tell you he was much more than an outstanding police officer, holding up his oath to protect you and me.
State Representative Brent Anderson spoke on behalf of the Estorff family and talked about how wide-eyed and eager Officer Estorff was when he began his career with the police department in July of 2021.
Brandon wanted to work for Bay PD. He asked if I could make a call and put in a good word for him. I called Chief Ponche, and sure enough, he had an opening.
Police departments and officer organizations from all across the country came to not only say their goodbyes, but lend a hand to the family and the Bay St. Louis Police Department during this difficult time. The New Jersey State Policemen's Benevolent Association was one of those organizations who set up a food truck and provided snacks, coffee, and hot dogs.
We're all members of the New Jersey State PBA. This trailer and the truck you see here have been all over the country as far as West Colorado. And once we saw this story down here in Mississippi, we had to come down, do our part, and try to bring whatever relief we have to both the law enforcement members represented here and the community.
And while the families will continue to mourn, their light will forever shine. In Bay St. Louis, Janae Jordan,
WXXV, the place for news.